Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jimmy Kim, and today we're going to talk about the 3 types of different traffic: free, paid, and existing traffic. This is episode 17 of Wednesdays with Jimmy. Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, so we're back with another exciting Wednesdays with Jimmy, and this week, because we're talking about traffic on our website and our social media, I wanted to make sure that we talked about traffic with my vlog as well. So today I'm going to talk about the 3 types of traffic, and I know you're thinking right away, wait, everybody tells me there's only 2 types of traffic, free and paid. Well, I actually broke it down to 3 different areas when it comes down to it, because I realized that there's a very different thought process that you should be taking with the 3rd level of traffic. So let me start off with the first part, which is free, which is the one that everybody absolutely loves. It's the one that you probably want to hear most about. We'll start there, and then we'll kind of jump into paid, and then jump into existing traffic after that. So let's start with free, all right? So there's many free types of traffic. Let's go ahead and get the ones out of the way that you probably are aware of. First of all, of course, SEO, aka organic traffic. That's when you show up in the search engines on Google, Bing, Yahoo, wherever you're doing, and you're basically ranking by keywords. It works, it's tedious, but it does work very well as far as targeted traffic once you get ranked. That's the only part of it. Free traffic there on SEO takes quite some time. The second one of free traffic that I like to talk about is video marketing. So as I'm shooting this video, I'm shooting this content, and you guys have come on and watched this video, though you may have found it, I may have told you about it, whatever reason you found out. But here's what's really cool about free traffic when it comes to video marketing. I'm releasing this awesome content every week, sometimes more. Some people do this 365-day challenge. They do all sorts of different challenges when it comes down to it. But the cool thing about free traffic is with video marketing is very simple. You're giving away great content. You can pitch people different things, especially, but you have to do it in a very nice way where it's not feeling like they're just coming here, watching a pitch, getting them turned off and leaving. So that's not what you want to do. You'll get negative feedback. What you've got to do is you've got to teach him something and then pitch him something. I see too many affiliates go out there thinking that they can just go out and make a video about a product but not actually review it, but just pitch them really hard on it. Or they might just make a video literally for clickbaiting, which is where you go out there and do it. And then of course you can monetize that free traffic with like the YouTube Partner Network and whatever you want to do. All right. So then we come into like the 3rd part of free traffic that I start thinking about. This is when you start getting a little more creative when you're marketing, the ways that you go out there and do it. So one of the ways that I used to, when I was starting off a lot younger, that I used to get a lot of free traffic was there's 2 little things that I used to do a lot of. One, I used to join a lot of these popular forums out there. Forums are still a great way. It's a community, a place. Now, forums have evolved this in 2017 a lot different now. So we've got things like Facebook groups, we've got Google Plus groups, you've got different groups everywhere, and of course you've got your typical forum. So for example, if I'm looking for the most typical level of forum, I'm looking at a place like the Warrior Forum for the internet marketing community. But then if you jump onto Facebook and you start looking and typing in keywords right in the top search bar, you'll be able to kind of start seeing that there's people who are doing things in the internet marketing world. So there's things like Internet Marketing Super Friends, and then I've seen that one. There's a couple other internet marketing ones that I really like and I'm actually a part of because they talk about all sorts of different things. Now, what you do to get the free traffic there is very simple. You're not going in there and spamming. I'm going to stop you right there. Do not go in there and just start posting your links everywhere thinking that that's working for you. What you need to do is go in there and provide value, content. And in return, people will ask you for more information, things that you might be recommending or so forth when you position yourself as an authority figure. So when you're doing that way with forum marketing, you've got to do it in more of an authority figure way. But here's the trick. I'm going to tell you what the trick is. When I started back in the day, when someone asks a question, there's this tiny little search engine called Google. Okay, it's not really that tiny, but it's actually a huge place. Google will kind of tell you just about everything you want to know. Believe it or not, most info products are available. The information's available all over the internet. It's just that they compile it in a nice packaged way, give it to you in a nice silver platter, and then market you very well. So that's forum marketing. Really simple idea. You can Google that and start looking and understanding how people do it. There's a lot of other people who talk about it, but I did that when I first started as well, on top of making websites for my SEO rank. The 4th way that you can start doing things is social media. All right, so social media is a really fun thing because it's something that people abuse in the wrong ways and then do it properly in other ways. And I've seen some brilliant ways of being done and not so brilliant ways to being done, right? So social media does not mean you grow a friends list, friend request every person in the world, put them into your friends list, and then just start spamming your wall with offers, right? Again, not the way you do it. What I mean social media is to grow a brand, a presence. I'm talking about creating a fan page, a Twitter page, Instagram page, whatever it may be, creating that and not only delivering great content just like you would do it in video marketing, but also to be able to drive traffic. So, some of these bigger fan pages I've seen have very big influences because they come onto that page, like the page because of that influence of the great value that they're getting. And then the author of the page will eventually, one of these times, go ahead and post a link, say, hey, we've got a great free book, great this, great that. And that's a great way to drive traffic. Again, long game, it takes a little bit of work. All right, and then the fifth type of free traffic that I really like is viral marketing. So this is something that's kind of becoming new, especially with the leverage of social media, people sharing stuff. Viral marketing is very simple. It leverages kind of everything from websites to video marketing to your social media, everything when it comes down to it. And the key is very simple. You're creating something that goes viral, though it be a video, a speech, something like that. And now, think of that keyword word I said, you. Do not copy people, take their videos and pretend they're your own just because they went viral. Doing that, yeah, I understand that people will do that, but it's really not the way you're gonna brand or build a long-term business. It's a very short-term solution and very short-sighted mindset. So those are the 5 types of free traffic that I wanted to start off with. And I can go into more of those based on your comments that you leave below as well, but let's jump right into the next topic, all right? So from free, which everyone loves, I know, let's talk about paid traffic, the scary one, the one that people are afraid of because they think that paid traffic is the worst thing that they could be dealing with. I don't want to spend money, yada, yada, yada. Whatever the objections are, I want you to listen up real quickly. First things first, all right? When it comes to paid traffic, you are being able to control your business. You are no longer relying on things like search engines and other things to deliver your traffic for you. You're going out and finding your traffic, targeting down to it. So let's break out some different paid traffic methods, all right? First things first is solo ads. You guys know how that works. Most of you guys, if you don't, very, very simple. You're buying an email newsletter spot on someone else's email. So let's say I want to buy John's, some guy named John's email list, basically. I'm not buying his email list. I'm buying a spot in his email so he mails to wherever I want. John, for example, has a very, very awesome email list of people that are internet marketers. So I say, hey, John, here's $500. You'll send me 500 visitors to my website. Then it's on me to be responsible of getting them to convert into either an opt-in or sale or whatever it may be. That's the first type of paid traffic, the lowest hanging fruit, and probably the easiest one, especially if you're a newbie. Now, we start thinking about it a little bit more when it comes down to it. And the second one, and one of my favorite traffic sources right now, is obviously Facebook. Facebook is where everybody, targeted from the 13-year-olds to the 65-year-olds pluses to male, female, college educated, college dropout, whatever it may be, they're all there. They have all the data information based on how they're actually performing on the network, right? How they're using it, what interests they have, what likes they have. You can micro-target that down. Now, obviously getting in there and doing it is a lot harder than me talking about it, but you've got to go in there and do it. The thing about a business that you guys are starting to build, or the thing that you're trying to continue to build, one of the things that people don't recognize, you've got to always continue to invest in yourself. It doesn't matter. I invest in myself. I buy products. I buy books. Anything I can to continue to invest in myself, and you should be doing that as well. So Facebook is a great way to do it. I'm not going to go into detail. There's crazy amount of Facebook training out there, and I don't want to go in there and teach you my way because it's not going to be any different than John or Bob or Bill's way. They all teach about the same amount of stuff. It's just all about the targeting that you do. All right, and the third way, the one that I've been really starting to work on a little bit is Google, right? Now, I know people have a really bad annotation about what PPC traffic or Google traffic is because you guys hear about all the horrendous things like, oh, I got Google banned, Google doesn't allow this, Google doesn't allow that. But here's the one thing I want you to think about, all right? This is something I want you to first think about when I talk about Google traffic. All right, when you go to google.com and you type in a keyword, right? Why do you type that keyword in? Because you either want to buy it, you want to learn more, or you want to go to a website, right? Three very simple things, right? The thing that people don't recognize is it literally is what you call buyer's traffic. It's people who want to go on there and find someone to give their money to or find information that eventually will lead to that money, right? So if I were to go on to Google right now and type in pizza, right? I'm just using the simplest term. If I went to pizza, why would I type in pizza? The only reason I want to know about pizza is because I want to know what pizza shops are in the area. I want to buy pizza. So Google has buyer traffic. So now when you're doing Google, there's a couple different ways that you can use and leverage Google as a system. The first way is very simple. It's the ads that show up as soon as you search on the top. Those are sponsored ads that are showing up on the top. Those are called search ads. Then you've got like banner ads or native ads. Basically, when you're on a website, you'll see little ads on the left, right, yada, 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 pop up everywhere, or maybe like contextual text. Those are all different types of banner ads or native ads that you can go find as well. So those are two different things. And then from there, you actually have a third avenue that's kind of tied in together, which is YouTube or paid traffic on video. You know, with YouTube, I actually am a really big fan of it, and I've been learning it myself personally. And what's really cool is, well, it's not really cool, but as I'm shooting this video at least, there was a big scandal with YouTube serving ads, big consumers, and a lot of companies dropped out. And what the beautiful thing about when everyone dropped out was, well, it opened up our network so that you can spend less and make more money. So go look for that. Again, there's a lot of great training out there. I'm not the expert, so I can't teach you that. So if you leave me a comment about that, I'm probably gonna ignore you, but I want you to keep that in mind because that's something that you should be absolutely thinking about, all right? And then the fourth one. The fourth one is, I kind of gathered these because I don't personally know them, but I know that there is traffic because I know people who are doing absolutely really well. Bing, Yahoo, AOL, there's all these other networks that people do, right? So think about Bing, right? Every Windows computer, right? So that's like over 70% or 80% of the computers sold in the world, right? Comes pre-installed with Bing because it's a Microsoft product, right? And people are creatures of habit. So when they get something like a computer, a brand new computer, and they install it, like I get on my computer, what's really interesting is if they've got Bing on there, well, they're just gonna use Bing because that's what they're programmed to. Only if they wanna go out and change it and set it all up, they'll change it. So that's another one of those networks that people don't leverage enough, and it's really cheap out there too as well. But again, it's only cheap if you've got a proven and tested funnel that you can actually collect and sell and make money from those. So remember that when you're doing any of these paid traffic things. So I generalized number 4 as all these other ones because I don't know them yet. For example, I started to do Reddit recently, playing with that, running Reddit ads on the top. And you know, it's really hard to track the conversions and sales, but it does drive a lot of traffic. So I talk about Reddit more in the, I guess the physical, the e-commerce world. That seems to be a great little area that you can start implementing as well. All right. So now let's talk about the last part, existing traffic. What is existing traffic? So existing traffic is a little bit different, and I like to segment it out a little bit different because we talk about free, we talk about paid, but what is really the existing traffic that you have out there, right? So first things first, you've got things like your email list, right? I keep talking about it. Over the last couple of videos, I talked about email list, email list, email list, right? Guess what? That is the most laser targeted traffic that you can absolutely get. If you've got an email list and you have the ability to send whatever web page, link, whatever you want to do to your email list, well, you're going to be able to absolutely drive real targeted traffic. So that's number 1. 2, push notifications. People visit your website, you've got push notifications. I released a product not too long ago called Push Connect Notify that lets you put these cool little push notifications on your website. That's another way. In fact, I was just doing a demo with my new students with Push Connect Notify, and I did a demo where I literally went off and shot a push notification live on the webinar, and I got 100 clicks to my website instantly. 100 clicks instantly to my website of people who've already visited my site coming back to view it, and that is the power. Now, third and last but not least, this kind of goes into paid traffic a little bit, but let me tell you about it. It's called retargeting, okay? Retargeting is a term that you hear, I'm sure, as a marketer at one level or another. You've heard the term retargeting. Retargeting is very simple. Someone visits your website, they collect a pixel, though it be Google or Facebook. You collect a pixel and you collect their identity basically, and then you can follow them around the internet everywhere. Now, perfect example, you go to Amazon, look at a pair of shoes, and then for the next week, you've got shoes that follow you around, the same ones that you looked at, and that's just called retargeting. And that's what I call existing traffic because they already expressed interest, they visit your website, they are literally the best you can follow. I can show you examples of things like, for example, I did a recent release of Push Connect Notify, and of retargeting I did for Facebook, I spent about $2,000 in Facebook retargeting, and I turned that $2,000 into $15,000 in sales, okay? So if you take $2,000 and you can make $15,000, that's about 7.5x ROI that you're getting instantly. Now think about that for a second. It's only because they've followed you around, or it's only because you're reminding them. People don't take intuitive action right away a lot of times, and retargeting is a really powerful way to use and leverage traffic to get back to your site and make more sales. So that should be something that you think about in more of the existing category and not quite the paid traffic category, because I've never actually seen anybody do retargeting and actually fail with it. Retargeting is one of the most mindless things. You've got them to your site already, though it be free, you paid for them, however they came and visited your site. Now it's time to close it, and how you close it is just literally follow them around, and it's all done via a little pixel that you get from Google or Facebook. Very easy. Again, we will talk more in depth about any of these topics again if you leave a comment below and let me know which one you want. So that's my little traffic roundup today. I didn't want to go into full detail because I didn't want to make this video hours and hours in length. What I wanted to do is open up your mind a little bit, thinking more about what traffic really means, as traffic is the lifeblood of any online business, or even offline business as well too. If you don't get traffic to your store, your website, your blog, your landing page, whatever it may be, there's no way you're going to make money. That's end of story. That traffic is how you make money when it comes down to it. So first things first, leave a comment below. If you want me to expand on one of these topics in one of my future videos, please let me know. This is the only way I'm going to know is if you talk to me and tell me what you want to do. Secondly, of course, like this video, give it a thumbs up right below. And third, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notify button if you want to be notified when I drop these videos. With that being said, I'll see you guys next week. Hey, thanks for watching my video. I'm super excited that I got to share this information with you. Not only do I love helping future entrepreneurs and digital marketers out there, but I love to share my content without charging for it. Let's not forget to make sure that you're subscribing under this video. Go ahead and click on that button, and YouTube will let you know every time I release a brand new video. Again, thanks for watching. I can't wait to share more information with you and more great tips and tricks to improving your online business.